All right, welcome back to the channel. I do have some news for you that are in the California Safe and Sane fireworks business of buying California Safe and Sane fireworks. This comes to you at the California Department of Forestry and Fire Protection. This is the official state-approved Safe and Sane fireworks list that I've got a link in the description for you. I just want to explain, this list basically shows everything that is legal to light in the state of California. All right, there's been a lot of discussion and some misunderstanding. My firework has this Safe and Sane logo here, so it means, and it says California, so I can light it here. No, actually, no, you can't. So, yeah, it's a fountain. Probably no one will say anything. It's not shooting stuff in the air. However, a lot of the fireworks that are produced in China, especially the fountains, by the way, those ones will get this logo. It just really is a delineation for them that it's a fountain, but it hasn't been to the state fire marshal. They haven't done their test, and I believe it's a 10-foot. There's a certain regulation that these fountains are allowed to do. So there are a lot of fountains that are out there from other companies that are not allowed to sell in California that would meet the test, but there's a lot of fountains that would not meet the test. I'm sure you have all seen instances of that. So to clear it up again, the only thing that is allowed to be fired in California without having a special permit would be things that are registered with the state fire marshal, and they are on this approved list, and they are purchased from a stand in the state of California. I know that's a lot of stuff to take in, but hopefully that clears up some stuff, makes it easy. I hear a lot of pyros from other states and even this state that say, you know, oh, it's got the logo on it, so I can light it here legally. Well, that's not true. All right, there you go. So you heard it here first. Maybe not. So I'm scrolling through this list, and probably at a really fast pace. You have American promotional events. So what it'll do is it'll show the companies that are a part of it, and you may not recognize them because it doesn't say TNT, which is American Promotional Events. They have several brands. So in California, they're doing the Freedom line and they're doing TNT. Over the left-hand side, you will see some of the items that are new for us. Maybe they just didn't make it last year, or you know, they just came up. So I didn't notice any 2022 items. I see 2021. So you have American Dream, you have Color Blast, and on and on. I'm going to let you guys go through this list to discover. But there are a lot of items that are on here that are probably for the DFS stand. So you have Countdown here. I think I've seen that fountain, but I don't think it's in California. Crash Course. So this could give a lead to some fountains that will come in the future. Gem Shower. So a lot of these things, Goblin Shark, may or may not be on the list that you've seen before, because they might not be here yet. Kinetic Strike, a whole bunch of stuff. 2021 Joker's Delight. So that being said, there are some other brands here too. So we've got that one. Let's go back a page and see if I can do this the right way so I can see what we're doing. American Promotional. So here's just more items, and you can go to the list as well and check them out. I was going to point out that there's also, so they have tons. Here's a Discount Fireworks Superstore items here, and we could see if they've added some things. I'm going to go down. The print might be low for you, but we have 4-inch conic fountain. We have the Autobot, which I don't know what that is. Now, DFS, these are going to be items that are going to be at the Sanger stands, which is purely a DFS. Now remember, the DFS, or some of the stands in California, were acquired by TNT, and they're slowly being phased into Freedom Fireworks stands, which is a TNT rewrap brand. The good news is that a lot of their the idea of having lesser expensive small items, not necessarily novelties, but novelties and spinners and those kinds of things, Piccolo Pete's and Morning Glories and all those, is that DFS has always been cheaper than everyone by a huge margin, and Freedom's kind of carrying that legacy, and I just hope that they continue doing it. However, there are a few stands that were allowed to stay in California. One or two of those are in Sanger, where the original owner of DFS is. He's a church pastor in Sanger, California, and also way north, way up there near the Oregon border, because of course Oregon has DFS as well. But what you'll see on this list, here is one Geek Squad Grand Slam. So these are items that are most likely going to be at their stand in Sanger, Jack in the Box, Lightning Pot, but not at the Freedom stands, because they typically don't. They're starting to phase out, or ending the phase out, of the DFS, Showtime, Brothers, Black Cat items that you've been seeing, and now pretty much going with all Freedom items. Here's another one, Wild Dive. That's a great one. That's a Sky Pioneer, but they probably have relabeled it. It looks like a toilet, so that one is probably available at the Sanger store. Soldier's Creed up on top. Sorry, I don't have a circular here. Soldier's Creed. Let me go down. What else is there? Some handheld items. King David's Sword, Chicken Blowing Balloon, Magic Whip, Snake Pit. So there's a few items for 2021 that you might see at the stand if you visit an actual DFS stand. Looks like we still have Blockbuster assortment. A lot of these have not changed. Too cool. Moving on. And incidentally, I kind of learned something new. There's a lot of people know a ton more than I do, but Blockbuster was a company in California, I believe back in the 80s, maybe all the way up to 2000. I don't know when they would have left, but they carried Showtime products and Black Cat, very similar to what DFS is doing. So DFS kind of snuck in after the other company got bought out by TNT. Very smart. So a lot of the items you see at DFS now were items that were carried by Showtime, which had the Blockbuster name. So that, I believe, is the correct story. You guys can comment if you know any different. Here's Fireworks Over America, which I believe is Showtime. Well, you guys can look through your list. I'm discovering this for the first time as well, and I don't see anything 2021 yet. We're just gonna pop through. Now we've got Jake's Fireworks. There's always a question: is what's gonna happen? Are they coming to California? Well, there is a stand now, and a lot of us are meeting up in Modesto. It is called what was it? Fireworks Unlimited. Joe Beastlaw is gonna be there with a bunch of other California pyros after we visit the Roseville store. So about 4 o'clock in the afternoon, we plan on being in Modesto, and they carry some of these items. So very cool that someone took advantage of being able to do that. And these are all items that were approved a few years ago, so I don't expect really anything new from them, because looks like nothing's been presented past 2017 is about where that stops. So, but they're still approved, so we may see them, which would be great. Then Phantom Fireworks, I'm going to move through here kind of quickly too. You guys can try to browse with me here. And I don't see much of anything in the way of new items 2021. Looking at the list here, and I'll stop if we see it. They do have a few new items this year. Maybe they got approved earlier. Oops, let's go back. War Fountain, well, that was from a couple years ago, so 2020 is 19. And there we go. Well, it's not real exciting, guys. Sorry about that, but hopefully you're discovering something new, and I am too, looking at some of the fountains that are allowed. And again, this is just more of the same Phantom Fireworks, and I think that's the last legal fireworks. So I don't see the other approved items on here. Hopefully you guys find them, because they are on the flyers, and that hopefully is confirmation that we will get them. Though I don't see those new items listed on the approved list. And this is from the 15th of June 2022. But I think this was just released, because I have not seen it. I mean, maybe it could have been that. There you have it. Well, thanks for checking it out. Hopefully this is something new, and you all have learned something new, and it will help you with your purchasing this year. We're just kind of understanding what Safe and Sane is. You can go through here, and this will give more detail on what it is, what this document's about, and on and on. All right, well, I'll leave you with that, and I hope you have a safe and happy 4th of July.